Well, that's how they're going to do it. The blue-collar Illinois family will adjust to the apparent death confirmed by John Goodman of the matriarch Roseanne Conner, whose absence will be explained in this Tuesday's premiere of The Conners. John Goodman is eager to build a new series from ABC's The Conners from the wreckage of last spring's Roseanne cancellation, but he says there's something missing. It felt great to be back, but there's a hollow center. I miss Rosie real bad, he said. He worked with Roseanne Barr for 9 years and a run that started in 1988 and last year's top-rated revival before she was fired after a racial tweet last spring. Goodman will press on. He plays Dan Conner with the rest of the cast in the spinoff. It premieres tomorrow, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which includes Sarah Gilbert, Laurie Metcalf, Lacey Goranson, and Michael Fishman. The Conners will continue to look at topical issues from a working class perspective, including healthcare, drug use, immigration, and the struggle to make ends meet. We're similar in that we have always wanted to stay true to this kind of family and the stories they would encounter, struggling to make it emotionally, financially, but hopefully making people laugh and sometimes cry along the way, says Sarah Gilbert. What's different now is we're missing our matriarch in the show, so our roles are redefined as they would be in a family. People step up, relationships strengthen, people have to step into more of a caregiver role. It's allowed us to explore some new stories. With regards to the cancellation, Goodman says he was stunned, but not angered. I tried to pretend to be calm about it and say, well, that's show business, but I kind of went into a spin for a couple of weeks. Facing a huge hole in its schedule, the network was interested in the spin-off, and because the show had already been renewed for a new season, the stars were owed pay for 7 episodes. But they say financial issues were secondary to creative decisions. That's from executive producer Tom Werner. The principal actors all wanted to come back. They didn't want the show to end. But if they didn't feel we could deliver really strong, funny episodes, then nobody would have returned, nor could they had Barr not withdrawn from financial participation, a condition set by ABC. Werner still considers Barr family, and he's been in touch with her since she was fired. In my last conversation with her, she was doing quite well, he says, predicting she'll have mixed feelings about the new show. John Goodman says he was immediately on board when Gilbert, who was also an executive producer, approached him about the spin-off. This might be some kind of closure, I don't know, he says, but it's nice to have a chance. Sarah Gilbert says we owe a debt to our viewers who have made the revival a hit. There are not enough shows about the working class and telling stories through the lens of humor, heart, love, and comedy. In the new 10-episode season, Darlene starts a new relationship after learning her ex-husband David has a girlfriend, and Jackie teaches English as a second language and starts a relationship with one of her adult students. Muslim neighbors who drew Roseanne's suspicions and then support in Roseanne return for the Conners Halloween episode. When asked how he thinks the show will fare, Goodman said, "We did impossible numbers last year, so I don't want to think about that. But if they give us a chance and they keep tuning in, who knows? I don't worry. I'm just glad I'm here." To be honest, I didn't watch the show back when it was original. I watched it more as a revival, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm kind of glad they're back. I'm going to miss Roseanne. She was a big part of the show. Rest in peace, Roseanne. We still love you. This is and still always will be America, where we have freedom of voice, freedom of speech, freedom to say how we feel. I guess maybe in your situation, you said it at the wrong place and the wrong time. Be sure to check out The Conners, Tuesday, 8 p.m. For Newsbreak, my name is Eric Martin Koppelman. I'll be watching. Hey, Long Island, the Angels of Long Island have finally found a home. Their community outreach store is open for business in East Patchogue. You can check them out at 350-23 East Main Street in East Patchogue. That's 350-23 East Main Street in East Patchogue. Give them a call, 631-803-6775. Let's help those who help Long Island. Angels of Long Island. This episode of Newsbreak was brought to you by OrderAPlumber.com. Whether it's installing a hot water heater or fixing that leaky sink, they can handle it all. They're the professionals here on Long Island, and they service all of Long Island. Give them a call, 844-458-8673. That's 844-458-8673. Or check them out online at www.OrderAPlumber.com.